What's going on, YouTube? This is Acadius. First, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers and welcome to my channel. Here, you can almost always expect speculation on upcoming games and some videos that you have never expected from time to time, like my last video about Carmageddon and the 90s. In this video, I will be discussing the upcoming release of Helldivers 2. Will it be any good, and what can we expect? Let's take a look. So in order to talk about Helldivers 2, we must first discuss Helldivers 1, as well as Starship Troopers. Let's take a look at the original trailer for Starship Troopers.
In every age, there is a cause worth fighting for. But in the future, the greatest threat to our survival will not be man at all.
Hey, kid, what's going on? It's war! We're going to war!
Now the youth of tomorrow must travel across the stars to defend our world.
We are a generation commanded by fate to defend humankind.
Everyone fights, no one quits.
We are going in with first wave! You smash the entire area! You kill anything that has more than two legs! You get me? We get you, sir!
But they will face an enemy more devastating than any ever imagined.
Here they come!
Incoming!
Mayday, this is Roughneck 2.
We're under attack, sir. We need retrieval now.
Someone made a damn mistake.
The bugs laid a trap for us, didn't they?
TriStar Pictures takes you to the front lines of the next frontier.
Kill them all!
Starship Troopers.
So much like Carmageddon, Starship Troopers also released in 1997, and when I watched it in theaters, I thought the movie was friggin' awesome. It had the perfect amount of political satire and very much on purpose, over-the-top acting, while consistently delivering plenty of action, which all combined to make an incredibly entertaining movie. The way the government and military were portrayed in the movie was hilarious, and when you start looking at the universe of Helldivers, then you cannot help but notice a ton of parallels between them. Over-the-top acting and humor, fighting for peace by exterminating everything that isn't human, spreading democracy using a copious amount of bullets and explosives. If you watched Starship Troopers and loved it, then it's nigh impossible to not love Helldivers. And if you haven't watched the movie, then as soon as this video is over, you need to go watch that movie. The money I spent on Helldivers was absolutely worth it. Take a look at the trailer for the first Helldivers.
They are soldiers of freedom. Super Earth is their home. Democracy their creed. They are the Helldivers. And they need you. Travel the galaxy. Visit foreign worlds. And encounter exotic life forms. Modest, noble inhabitants in dire need of liberation. Spread democracy, bring safety, prosperity, and justice throughout the stars. Command tomorrow's most sophisticated and overwhelming firepower. Superior, reliable, and safe. Become heroes of the Federation. Work together, coordinate your fire, and trust your teammates. So ready your arms. Prepare for planetfall and bring democracy to the universe once and for all. Don't wait. Enlist today.
In Helldivers, we get to deliver peace and democracy across the galaxy, and not just to the bug race, but also to a cybernetic race, as well as an alien race. Imagine those heathens just minding their own business without peace and democracy in their hearts. Disgusting! We need to help them out by forcefully bringing peace and democracy to them regardless if they want it or not. Don't worry, they will thank us when it's over. if they survive. So there are some things in Helldivers to look out for, one being the enemies, but the other being your fellow Helldivers. If something seems like it could kill you, then it definitely will. Friendly fire in the game is turned on, and can't be turned off, nor is it scaled down, so you will deal full damage to your team, and so will all of your calldowns. If a turret is called down, then keep a sharp eye on that turret and your position in relation to potential targets, because those turrets will mow you down pretty quick. Call downs in Helldivers is handled through a stratagem system, which translates to you holding a button down while you press a sequence of directional buttons, which can be used to call down a ton of different things like ammo resupplies, turrets, mech suits, bombing runs, or rocket launchers. When I thought back on my time playing the first Helldivers, and I asked myself how I might improve the game if I were on the dev team, I found myself at a bit of a loss, and that's a good thing. One way that you can know that you are playing a good game is when you just can't seem to think of a way to improve the game, other than just adding more. A great example of this would be Doom Eternal. How would you improve on a game like that, other than just adding more content to play through? And those are typically the best games that are well worth the money you pay for them, and some of those games are actually worth much more than what the devs are asking. Helldivers was one such game. The only thing I can think of is to add more enemies, more environments, more stratagems. So, now that we all know how awesome Helldivers was, let's take a look at Helldivers 2. And once again, let's start by taking a look at the trailer for Helldivers 2 first.
The Federation of Super Earth, keeping managed democracy safe with the lives of our heroes, protecting freedom from tyranny with the gentle touch of an iron fist. But liberty's enemies march ever closer. Together, we must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Together for liberty.
Together for liberty.
Together, they fight for freedom. Will you? Enlist in the galaxy's elite fighting force. Work together to protect your future. Dispense peace with the ultimate weaponry. Become a legend. Join the Helldivers, the galaxy's last line of offense.
And judging by that trailer, more is exactly what they're giving us. Also, we can take comfort in knowing that the original team that made the first game also made this second game, which drastically increases the chances that this game will be badass. It really seems like the devs asked themselves a simple question. What if we put the game into a third-person perspective while also delivering even more than we did with the last game? And if that is true, then the answer is undoubtedly that we get a game that's even more fun than the original. Now, granted, we all thought that there was no way that CD Projekt Red could give us a bad game, but I would argue that they didn't. If you ignore the bugs and glitches that plagued the launch, then Cyberpunk was actually a pretty good game. Not amazing, but still pretty good. And the same applies here. Assuming Helldivers 2 is not plagued with bugs and glitches, then this game is sure to not disappoint. The devs have released several trailers about the game, and you can see players doing many familiar scenarios like defending a location or assaulting objectives. So it's pretty clear that they're not trying to reinvent the wheel too much here. It's a new perspective, but they're staying with what worked so well in the first game. In the trailer we watched, you can see a player interacting with a console, which is very familiar from the first game, and the political satire style humor is front and center. All things considered, Helldivers 2 is set to have players laughing it up, having a blast while blasting bugs and aliens. I hope to see you out there spreading liberty and democracy across the galaxy on February 8th. Together, we will meet new and interesting species and then exterminate them with extreme prejudice when Helldivers 2 launches, because remember,
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Everyone's doing their part. Are you? The war effort needs your effort. At work, at home, in your community.
So that's my thoughts on Helldivers 2 and how well I think it will do, but what are yours? How do you feel about the game? Be sure to spread your liberty in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.